Hi everybody, it's Mr. Roche here. We are working on the Halloween project, and I want to give you some background on how to set up the first like title page scene. Now, I was hoping it would be animated, and what I got right now on my own is it looks like something like this. I've got this weird toxic character, um, and he's shrinking as the scary kitty shows up. I would call it Scary Kitty. I was going to call it Toxic Kitty, but right now it's kind of Scary Kitty. And I've got this cool music going, okay? And this all seems good. And then what we want also to is add a button, to it to get it to move to like the next scene, which we did in class, okay? But this is like kind of a review of that. Okay, and then here's how you kind of set this up. So that's what I got so far. And what I want to do is I want to show you how to do this from the ground up. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I got a Scratch project. This kitty's not called Kitty right now, but what I want to do is I want to name all the things. Okay, it's not good to have things called Untitled and Sprite 2 and stuff like that. It's not good. So I'll call this like Halloween um, Fright Fright Fest. Or actually, I'll call it Halloween. What do we call it? Scary Kitty, right? Scary Kitty. Comes to Halloween. Something like that. Okay. And then what I want to do is I'm going to File and Save Now. And what this will do is it'll save it on MIT at Scratch. And what happens is right now that it's still called Untitled, but if I refresh, it'll change the tab for me, so it knows that I know that it's a project. That's sort of a confidence thing. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I want to get kind of a background going in the background. So I'm gonna do this. We thought about doing this in lots of different ways. I think the way to do this, actually, I think we're like smart to do this. If we make a sprite for the beginning background, I think it might be actually easier. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go like this and go upload sprite from file. Okay. And we have some. Actually, let me cancel this for a second. We have animated GIFs available on our Canvas page. Okay, that's like the one you're looking at. I think this is the one we did in class. This one's sort of cool. You can find these just by doing a Google search for animated GIFs. Okay, I'm going to try to use this one probably, and that's what's going on. Okay, so you can download these from our Scratch page. I happen to have them, so it's easy to go like this and go pick one. I'm trying to think which one I want to pick. I don't know if I want to pick Betty. That's sort of okay. I'm going to pick Tops. Okay. So I'm going to go like that, say okay. And what it's going to hopefully do is create a background that I can use, okay, which is good. So see, that's it, okay. That's a big size thing. I actually like that it's really big size. I could fool around with that, but I have extra room, and for a background, that's super. But let's go inside of the costume. So what happens is I have this whole set of animations. I have 10 of them, okay? If you pull it in that has like, let's say like 15 to 20, or it has like 100 of them, that's going to really slow down the machine. 10 seems okay, and I'm okay with that. But one of the things it did was it moved the kitty to the behind it. So we had that problem in class. What we did was I went like this, and I'm going to call kitty kitty. Okay, so the kitty's named, so it's not another one of these things. And in Kitty's script, what I'm going to do is no matter what happens, I'm going to make sure that Kitty moves to the front. Okay, when I push the flag button, and I can also do this and just make sure he pops up. Okay, that's what's going on there. Okay, so I can go like this now. And what I want to do is I want to try to run the background. Okay, so this will run if I basically just go like next costume, it should be fine. So what's going to happen is it's going to run, right? But I want to put it on a loop. Okay. In the past, we've used loops like forever. Okay. That isn't great in a scene because what's going to happen as soon as I go to the next scene, I want to kind of get rid of this. Okay. So I'm gonna do something different, okay? I'm gonna have it repeat until like the first scene is done. So how does it know the first scene is done? Okay, that's sort of what I need to know. And what I'm gonna do to do that is I'm going to set up a variable, okay? So I actually might do this on the stage because this is like kind of a basic variable that they all kind of see. It doesn't matter. It actually can go on in tops or whatever, but I think the place to start this is in the stage. I'm going to make a variable. See how it says for all sprites. That's great. Okay, I'm going to go scene number. Okay, boom. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to set up the scene and start the scene at 0. Okay, so what's going to happen is when you first click this, the scene is going to start to 0. Okay, okay, and then what we could do too is when it's time to change the scene, okay, we can up the scene to 1 to 2 to 3 and stuff like that and move forward. But what I can do with the scene number right now, so as long as the scene number is 0, it's going to like run tops. I can go back to tops, go like this, okay? So I've got this in here. I'm going to run this next costume, and I'm going to go, I'm going to repeat until scene number becomes bigger than 0. Okay, scene 0 is the thing. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to repeat it. Okay, so let's see what happens if we just run that. Okay, so see what's going on? It's going running my background. That looks really good. Okay, and then I want to like do some more stuff right with it. Okay, and we can pick it up from there. Okay.